migration are an issue at this point in time globally. It's not a unique situation in Africa. Even in Europe, elections have been won and lost based on the question of migration. What, as liberals, we are calling for is to ensure that there must be freedom of movement of goods and people. And we are an organization that espouses the principles of rule of law. And we believe strongly in the sovereignty of individual states. And we are saying part of the problem with intra-African trade, apart from infrastructure, it is the issue of connectivity and movement of people and goods. And we believe that, the tariff barriers that are there. You know, we've been talking about intra-Africa trade for a long time, but if we don't do the infrastructure, if we don't do, there's supposed to be at this point in time a Africa passport for all Africans, and it hasn't yet been implemented, and the question is why? So we got to deal with those barriers that inhibits trade and movement of people. And we got to also fast-track the issue of business visas, so that people can move quite effectively and freely around in pursuit of trade. Because of how are we going to trade amongst ourselves? If I have to fly from South Africa, for example, to come to Accra, I give this example. One of our member parties is from Zambia, which is just about 1.5 hours from South Africa. So technically he's from South Africa. But he must fly first to Ethiopia before he gets to Zambia. So it takes him twice the amount of travel to go to the same destination as myself, whilst I get on a 4.5-hour flight from Accra to Johannesburg. So it is those kind of things. So if you are a business person, would you want to do movement and trade that is so cumbersome? Some of our member parties have to fly out of Africa first and come back to Africa.